I feel like there's cold air coming in behind me.
Probably. I feel a little bit of it too. Out here in the elements, just getting
Maybe I'm just sweating.
maybe. Maybe it's because you don't have a top of your head. Can't see the top of your head. Damn camouflage.
It's true.
It's almost like a green screen. There's nothing that exists right there.
Dude, check his vibe.
Vibe, dude. Check his vibe, bro. Yeah, yeah.
Bad vibe, bad vibe.
Oh,
There you go,
thank you.
yeah.
I'm not going to use my hands at all today.
Yeah. Not going to use my hands today. That's like, that's either going to be a good porno or a bad one.
Yeah.
Like, straight up.
That's the name of it. I'm
Yeah.
not going to use my hands today.
Yeah. No hands, hand job. Squeeze me. Whose fucking hands are you using? My hands. Wait, my hands. Just check it out. You
Son of
fucking got me. You like click on it. It's not even video. It just turns on your webcam and it's you looking at yourself like, shit. Fucking got me. All right. Okay, Chris, here's your editor notes. Today is Wednesday, my dude, February 23rd. This is serial number ADP 22008. Again, that is ADP 22008. Title is Never Have I Ever.
Ever.
Yeah, me and Tyler are going to attempt to play Never Have I Ever. I've got a list of things here that we're going to talk about.
All right.
So apparently Tyler has never played Never Have I Ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
Well, he's going to learn today.
I didn't really have any, a lot of friends or girlfriends.
I guess not, because, I mean, that's how you find out if Becky kissed Trevor underneath the stairs.
Yeah, I know.
Or-
I just, stayed out of the loop,
Yeah.
I'm always out of the loop.
Or if Trisha likes Donnie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't really care.
Yeah, didn't really care.
Didn't really care.
I'm just over here just buying purple Mazdas from lesbians.
It was maroon. Okay. It was maroon. It had a 6-disc changer. Okay.
6-disc changer. I don't know why, but I hear Fauci when you say 6-disc changer.
This particular vehicle had 6-disc changer.
Can you say 6 compact disc changer?
6 compact disc changer.
Yes.
I don't know why I gotta do the Trump hand
Yeah.
when I do it. There was 6 discs, okay?
They were the best discs. They made it blink. They made it, I don't know.
I wish dude, there's so many people that do good Trump impersonations like on Instagram.
Yeah.
There's like a construction guy that was talking about like building something. Dude, it was great. It was great. But yeah.
Catch me at the right time. Mine's okay.
What?
My Trump impressions are, I'd say they're okay, like
Yeah.
mediocre at best.
As long as you get the hand gestures on
Mhm.
point, like it doesn't even matter if you're close and you say, quite frankly, tremendous, quite frankly, the best, the biggest.
The biggest, the best,
Just
every
yeah,
time.
Yeah.
Tremendous. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. This is Ben and Tyler from America's Diesel Podcast.
Never have I ever ruined a podcast intro.
Thanks, Tyler.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think for this episode, we probably need to have like 69 fingers.
Yeah, probably.
I'm kind of a lot of
Probably.
suggestions. But yeah, thanks for tuning in to America's Diesel Podcast. This is Ben and Tyler coming at you from Spokane, Washington, where at the moment we're filming this is currently second winter. We had a good cold snap, and cold snap number 2 came in real fast.
Yeah, it did. Fast and hard. And I tell you what. So about a week ago this Friday, my water heater decided to stop working, which is phenomenal. It was on a Friday morning, and get up to go take a shower, no hot water. Awesome, right?
Mhm.
So I go to get the part to fix it. I end up getting it fixed. I had to kind of do some Frankenstein work, taking the new parts out of the new part and putting them in the old case. Anyways, it just it was a mess. But as soon as this like cold weather hit, okay, I have my water heater, okay, my stupid cat that I swear is like trying to kill my entire family, like plotting daily, training, trying to kill my entire family. He
Testing.
broke a glass vase, whatever you want to call it, off of our fridge. Okay. Then my dryer, which my appliances are not that old. My dryer's like 3 years old. That started to like just squeak like nobody's business. I don't know if it's the belt or the bearing. Okay. And then this morning, that demon cat, okay, goes into our master bathroom in our bedroom and decides to knock off a glass thing that holds Q-tips off of a shelf, and it just conveniently landed right in my porcelain sink and just spiderwebbed the whole freaking thing. There's a hole in it about the size of a penny, and it's just all cracked. I'm like, okay, I don't know. I'm gonna blame it all on the cold weather. Like nobody's adjusting well to it. We had a good solid week of like nice weather where it was like, okay, we're headed to spring.
Yeah, like
We're headed to
it was like 40 degrees,
Oh, it's
and
great.
like a light sweatshirt was sufficient.
I was washing the side by side in the front of the house, like outside with my hose.
Yeah.
Like it was amazing. It was amazing.
And then all of a sudden it was like, hey, it's getting a little bit colder, and then it's like, oh yeah, now it's 5.
Yeah.
Thanks.
It's
Appreciate it.
awesome. Anyways, continue with your shitty intro.
My shit awful intro. Make sure and check us out on Google Play, SoundCloud, iTunes, Spotify, anywhere that you listen to podcasts. You can find us on there by searching America's Diesel Podcast. Make sure and check us out on the social medias, the Instagram. We are really trying to pump up our Instagram right now. I've been doing ask questions on there and giving you guys as best thoughtful answers as I can. Some funny, some serious, some of them are just pictures.
Some of them are rude.
I may have said poop. I may have said ass. But information is good regardless. You can find us on there by searching America's Diesel Podcast. Same with Facebook. Also, we are on YouTube. We do record these and post them on YouTube. If you want to leave comments, that is probably one of the best places to leave them. We do have a couple regulars that sound off in there every week, and it's fun to get the discussion going. Tyler, reviews. Let's
keep those reviews coming in. I'm watching those numbers. They are going up, which I appreciate each and every one of you that take the time to write a review, especially a funny one that makes me laugh. I like that.
Yeah.
But keep those reviews coming in. Leave a review on any of the platforms that have been mentioned earlier. Screenshot that and send it to podcast@dieselpowerproducts.com. Make sure to include a picture of your truck, or maybe even the truck you want. And make sure to include an address that we can send a sticker to that looks just like the logo on our background.
And we did, I can't remember if we just ordered or just received a new batch of stickers, because I know I'm behind on sending these out a little bit because we freaking ran out of stickers.
Yeah.
But I will be catching up on those. Lastly, if you need parts for your diesel pickup, make sure and check out dieselpowerproducts.com.
Yeah, dieselpowerproducts.com.
Yeah. .com. .com.
Yeah.
Yeah. We are on the phones 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Pacific time, Monday through Friday. If you are placing an order over the phone, make sure and tell them you're a podcast listener. That way we can mark them down. And if you are placing your orders online, in the order notes section or shipping notes section, throw in the word podcast. I go on there and search them every couple of days and add them into the tally, because at the end of the day, we are a business, and it helps us show the big guys that we're not just farting around down here. If you have placed orders in the past and you're a listener and you realize you didn't tell us, shoot me an email, shoot me a DM. Let me know. I can still flag them down. And I will say, since we have been telling people to do that, it's been amazing seeing, like, it is, for the longest time, I was like, man, no one's buying our shit.
Yeah.
And then I realized, like, we don't have a way to track it. So we started tracking. I was like, oh, okay, well, it's all right.
Yeah.
And then since I've been asking you guys to, like, actually do it and, like, let me know if you have in the past, also, it's been awesome. It's been really fun. I update Tyler every couple of days, and we're just supposed to, like,
Yeah.
We're doing it.
We have a little moment.
We did. All right. So where this episode kind of started or came up with is so we film these on Wednesdays, right? And we usually film 1 or 2 episodes. Well, last week I did an Instagram Live
Mhm.
And I think we're going to start doing that after we have a film session, because we usually got, half a barley juice left or whatever, and we're kind of sitting there farting around. Corey's over there making sure everything's downloaded correctly and all that other kind of stuff. So I think we're going to make it a habit of every Wednesday, I'd say right around, between 5:30 and 6 o'clock, we do a little Instagram Live. Not today, though. Why is that, Corey?
Oh,
Because of OPP? That's fine. That doesn't mean, we don't have to do it in here.
yeah.
There's other places in the building, Corey. I know how much you like us, but
Do it.
do it. Do it. Bacardi Cola, do it. Name that movie.
Oh,
Bacardi Cola, do it.
yeah, that's
do it.
Starsky and Hutch.
Yeah,
Dude.
it is. Nice.
Starsky and Hutch.
Think about that one. My mom always said I couldn't handle the V8.
Yeah.
LOVEYOU. The Dan band is in there.
Yeah.
Welcome to womanhood. You rock it. We know what you will. He's like, what the?
Yeah. What?
Really, girl? Vince Vaughn is. Sorry.
Yeah.
Side note there.
Yeah.
And I asked for suggestions as far as like doing Never Have I Ever Diesel Douchebag Edition. And we got some suggestions already. Like I said before, we probably need close to 69 fingers. And
Do we start with 5?
you're supposed to start with 5. I got a feeling most of us are probably going to get like,
Should I do this 5 or this 5?
I don't know which one's your best one.
I use this handle.
Apparently I'm at 4 because I've already messed up an intro and Tyler called me out on it. I'm going to give myself a 5 back though, so I can have
Okay,
hopefully a good chance.
we can
of this.
reset. Yeah,
Yeah,
we can
reset.
reset you.
All right, so let's get into this one.
'Kay.
Never have I ever asked about getting good fuel mileage.
Yeah, I don't think I ever really.
I don't think I've ever asked
I don't
anybody
think
about
I've
it.
ever-
No.
No.
Never have I ever.
Hold on. We need. Well, you got quite a few of them.
I know, I
So
got a
maybe
lot.
okay, we'll go through them and then maybe we'll talk about some of the other ones.
Yeah.
Okay. Fine.
Never have I ever added an exhaust tip to sound cool. I haven't, but there was one guy that walked in here that did.
Yeah, I don't. I always laughed at people when they said that exhaust tips like change noise. So I'm gonna not put one down for that.
No.
Negative.
Never have I ever worried about towing. I was like,
I've-
I've worried about towing.
I worried about towing before. Yeah.
Never have I ever not looked sexy in my diesel pickup.
Not.
Yeah.
So you always do.
Yes, which means you got to put one down because you always look sexy in
I
your
know.
diesel pickup.
Yeah.
I always look sexy in my fucking diesel pickup, so.
Yeah.
Ew. Corey, don't you put a finger down, you gas truck driving
Oh, is this a? Are we doing the what some people would call
3-0 captain.
the white power?
Yeah, apparently.
right now?
Let's see
don't.
here.
This is the AOK sign. Okay. Divers use this.
It is. It's also in Brazilian. I don't know if it's Portuguese, but at least in Brazil, this is the same thing as the middle finger.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Then what's the actual middle finger?
I don't know.
Wow, we need answers, Jim.
And the only reason I know that is because I played some baseball and we played against a Brazilian team that came to do home stays with us. So we had a whole big team. Team from Thailand came over, from Japan, all that kind of stuff. It's called World Tournament. And so we had these Brazilians. They get off the plane and they they stay with the players. So like you'll do team housing.
Mm-hmm.
So like I didn't have any, but my buddy that I played with, he lived like around the block from me, so I was there helping make sure. So they take 2 of them, so they don't have to pay for hotels and stuff, and you get the full experience. I got to do the same thing like when I went to Italy. I got to stay with a family and all that kind of stuff.
Gotcha.
And so all these Brazilians get off the plane, and they all speak Portuguese, and we all basically barely speak Spanish. And obviously Spanish and Portuguese are close, but not quite.
Yeah.
And so it's like you revert back to like, everything okay? You good? Okay. Okay. It's basically like, hey man, shibidabadaba, shibidabadaba, shibidabadaba. He was all stoked. He was like,
All right.
We didn't find that out until like the next day when one of the coaches was like, hey, just so you know, this gesture in Brazil is basically like, hey, F you, bro.
Wow.
Did not know that.
Neither did I.
So thumbs up. Hey.
Yeah.
Everybody knows thumbs up.
Yeah.
There's your little history note there. Okay, next. And we're both at 3. A-OK, F you in Brazil.
Yeah.
Had a hood stack in the bed of a pickup. Never had one.
Wait,
Seriously.
a hood stack in the bed of a
I'm sorry,
pickup?
I read that wrong. Had a stack in the bed of a pickup.
Oh, God.
I know, I can't. You got a stack
Dude, I had 2 stacks. I had 1 stack.
in the
I had
second
one
gen?
angled. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I've seriously thought about it, never done.
So
that.
if you get all your fingers, if I go through the 5, does that mean I win?
No, I mean that technically means
lose.
you're the most scandalous. Or actually,
Ooh,
in this case, you'd be the most
you'd
you'd be a diesel douchebag.
Okay.
more than me, I guess.
Wow. I'm like a closet diesel douchebag.
Rolled coal in a Prius.
Okay, I've done that. I've done that. Things are not looking good
Yeah.
over here for me.
We do not condone excessive rolling of coal in the smoke, but hey, I had a diesel. It was the early 2010s.
Yeah. I was 16 years old with
Yeah.
the diesel, so
Ew. Ran 16 wide wheels. Never.
That's not- never.
Yeah. Bluetooth front drive shaft.
Never.
Never. Asked a shop to change spark plugs.
I never ask a shop to do anything that I can't do.
No one touches my shit. Hood stacked in IDI.
Never.
No. You ever heard a hood stacked or a stacked IDI, straight pipe IDI?
I've heard of straight pipes, yeah. They sound like a broken V8. Like I don't know. It's a really odd sounding engine.
It is. I can't help but look at it.
Yeah.
Sort of want it,
Yeah.
but not really.
It like the smoke coming out of like a hood stacked IDI is like someone lighting like a incense. Like it's just like a just barely like there's no like volume, there's no like force behind it. It's
Yeah.
just kind of like ooh.
Especially if you have like a 6 or an 8 inch stack or something like that. It's like to really get the smoke to come out. Like
It's like a cauldron.
it comes out and
Where
it's,
just kind of
it's like yeah.
there's no velocity behind it
Yeah.
whatsoever.
Put a light bar on your roof.
Nope.
Neither. Asked about what's the best polish for a differential cover.
Negative.
Him and the whistle tip guy hang out.
Yeah.
This one advertised for custom offsets. No,
No.
but honestly, talking about them, we just inadvertently advertised for them, so whatever.
Oh darn it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I've noticed on their videos
What?
that they do? Because they do a lot of videos,
They do, yeah.
but like the way that the guy talks.
He's relatively. And,
Yeah, he's like, this diesel cup is the best cup you will have. Like he does like that, like
yeah.
It's-
The Showtime.
the show. Yeah. 13.5 wheels. You want a tire that's this? Blah, blah, blah. What? You know, it's just like
Yeah.
like, come on, guy, just talk normal.
Yeah. No, I mean maybe that's just the way he talks.
Like, could you imagine like having like a regular conversation with him? What are you doing this weekend? Well, I am changing my water heater. Like, it's like, dude, I'm gonna freaking smack you.
All I can think about right now is him trying to communicate with his significant other while
Yeah.
they're naked in bed. I tell you right now,
Use your
that,
imaginations, guys.
that feels really good.
Yeah. That feels really, really good.
Yeah. I'm going over all the scenarios in my head. I'm like, can I
Yeah.
say that? I can't say
No,
that.
we can't. We can't.
I can't say that. Okay. Put locally hated stickers on my truck.
No.
No, neither.
What does that mean? Locally hated?
There's a sign. There's a
Oh,
little, it's
locally-
like locally hated.
gotcha, yeah,
because
no.
locals hate me. 'cause
I'm very particular about my stickers that I
I have
put on
0
a vehicle.
stickers on my. I don't
Wow.
even have. I don't even have a podcast sticker on that.
Wow, that's the only sticker I have on my truck.
Yeah. I am a snob when it comes to stickers.
It's got to be a good sticker, and placement is key. So
Placement is huge.
Martina, she with her Forerunner, she had put a sticker. I can't remember what it was. I don't know if it was an F-bomb sticker or
Was it-
off-road power product
Was it
sticker.
like
or
crooked?
no, it was like on the body.
Oh hell no!
I'm like, what are you doing, Martina? Like, no,
It's
don't
like a
put that there.
2024 runner.
I know. I was like, you got to move that. She peeled it and moved it to her window, and I was like, thank you, because that bugs me.
Like I don't even want to put it. I wouldn't put a sticker on my paint, and my excursion's like 20 years old.
She's like, it's the paint. You know what? I don't
Yeah.
care. It's a
Toyota.
It's a Toyota. I don't care. I'll fight you.
All right, sorry. Never done a Salt Life or Stick Family sticker
Yeah, I never done that.
in the in the Instagram live. I did buy my grandma a Stick Family sticker.
Oh, did you?
I did.
Oh.
I don't know if I 'cause
I think
it
that's the
wasn't my
only
car.
people that are allowed to have the stick family stickers.
I kind of did because I did all her grandchildren, and it said grandma's crew, and it was like 16 kids. So it was like it's all.
Yeah.
I thought it was worth it.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Ran 37-inch mud tires on a stock rear of an OBS. That's oddly specific. I
Yeah.
feel like you're targeting me, but you missed because I got 35s. I know where this one came from, but
Do you mind if I switch my pinky to this?
it feels weird holding fingers out that long, huh?
Well, my pinky started like shaking.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa, pinky.
Hey, calm down.
Calm
bud.
down, bro.
Yeah. Put 20 Cummins stickers on my truck to remind you it's a damn Cummins.
No.
Got a Cummins.
I don't think I've ever put a Cummins sticker on my truck. What I have done though is when I don't know. Tell me if this counts. I don't think it's a sticker. But so remember we talking about my dad having that 04.5?
Yeah.
He debadged it, right? And he gave me all the badges.
Okay.
Okay. My 01 was a Ram 2500. I debadged that truck, and I attempted to put the new style, Ram 2500 emblems on the truck in the factory spots.
Uh-huh.
But I ended up only doing the Cummins C. That's not a sticker.
I'm okay with that
Okay.
because that
That's
it,
an
it would have
emblem.
said C from the beginning. Like it
Well, they have them on the door,
Mhm.
where it's like Ram 2500 Cummins turbo diesel
yeah. I would
or
say
24 valve
that
Cummins,
you removed a Cummins and replaced it with a Cummins.
a newer version. But it's not a sticker; it's a
That's okay. That
okay,
washes clean.
emblem.
It'd be if you like
'Kay.
put the big Cummins C in the back window
Yeah, no.
of your 24 valve, which is obviously a freaking Cummins.
Yeah,
The only other time I would say that a Cummins sticker on a vehicle that has a Cummins is acceptable is on a Fummins.
okay. What about a Power Stroke sticker? I've seen a guy driving around with a giant P,
Yeah.
and it says like Power Stroke in the side. Like,
Stupid.
I know. Yeah. Have you
Power
Did
stroke.
you see
Like,
the
what
one where it's like it's the Duramax? It's like something like giving it the the analogy, giving it the D. I've seen
Yeah.
one that was like on the tailgate, and I was like, man, why?
Or the
Why?
I'd rather be coming than stroking.
Yeah, I haven't seen
Yeah.
one of those in a long time.
Yeah,
Those had a very short lifespan.
they did.
Wow, I'm hanging in there.
Yeah, I'm at 2 still.
How many more do we got?
I'm not sure. We got enough. Never have I ever put a crazy farmer tune on a stock 6.4.
Yeah, I never owned a 6.4. Smarter than that.
I have.
You've owned a 6.4?
No, but I've put a crazy tune on a 6.4, and it was
Well, I've put tunes on 6.4. We had that Bearcat in here that I put a
that's true.
tune on, but I wouldn't call it a crazy tune. I kind of put it on a mild tune because they wanted it to be reliable.
All right, I'll put it back up.
Yeah, put it back up.
All right.
It's got to be your own.
Well, because the next one's gonna get me. Never have I ever wanted
You're
a
trying
Honda,
to cheat.
wanted a Honda Element.
Whoever
Yeah.
suggested that, I freaking love you. I freaking love you.
That's just haters, man.
Yeah, we were just
Honda
hanging
Elements
out
are-
right here.
oh,
Now I'm
shit.
nervous to see who's. All right, Corey, what's your bets? Who's going down first? Me. Oh, he doesn't even hesitate.
Yeah.
No hesitation whatsoever.
I know you're
Points
going down first
directly at me.
because
Because you know what's coming up next.
the same person put this one on there. It's like they wanted us both to lose one. Never have I ever been smoked by a Dodge Caravan.
Okay.
Let me explain.
Yeah. First of all, wasn't actively racing. Okay.
3, 2, 1, go.
No. Okay. So I'm gonna push back on this one a little bit.
all right,
Okay.
State your argument. Okay.
It wasn't a sanctioned, legitimate. It was just one of those things where I'm like cruising along and there goes a minivan, right? And then I'll pull over like on a rest stop, and then I'll get back on the highway, and for some reason that same minivan just comes railing up again, like he stopped before me and comes passing me again. But I didn't actually officially I wasn't like, I'm gonna race this guy. So maybe can I do a half? Can I do a half? Is
Maybe.
that possible?
Maybe. We'll see here.
If you want me to lose, I'll lose. But I never really. I mean, there's some technicalities there. I
Yeah.
mean, yes, I have gotten. I've gotten passed multiple times by a Dodge Caravan.
we're close to the end, anyways. But
Okay, fine, I lose.
all right. Never have I ever ignored all maintenance and repairs in lieu of big wheels and tires.
Well, I kind of did that in the Suburban. So I'm double lost. It doesn't matter. I lost anyways. 35s, no lift.
Yeah, no
No
lift.
Maintenance? What maintenance?
No. Leaking fuel profusely. 35s. Transmission issues. No, 35s.
Nah.
Never have I ever gotten more than 18 miles a gallon on my 7.3. I have, so I'm out. Never have I ever put big wheels on a truck with a stock turbo. Yes.
Yeah.
And never have ever lifted a 2-wheel drive Duramax.
Yeah, never done that. Never owned a 2-wheel drive truck, anything.
I in the live I mentioned this, but one of the dudes I lived with back in San Jose had a Duramax for one day because it blew up. It was a lifted 2-wheel drive Duramax. It blew up. It broke the crank.
Like, I get there's people that buy those trucks like in certain areas. Like, I get it, but I still I could never, even if I live somewhere like Southern California or something or whatever, like doesn't get any really inclement weather, like I would still want a 4-wheel drive.
Totally.
Like, there's no freaking question. Like, I would never buy a 2-wheel drive truck.
I'd have a real hard time buying a 2-wheel drive truck unless it was like extremely purpose driven, kind of like an FU truck.
The only 2-wheel drive, well, yeah. So like, I would buy a 2-wheel drive, like 12 valve, like old school truck to kind of make it kind of a go fast truck, or like a square body Chevy, like short bed, standard cab, something like that. Like, those are the only 2-wheel drive trucks I would ever buy.
See, I go the other way, and it's like, early 2000s Chevy 1500 2-wheel drive, and do some like decent suspension on there.
Sure.
And make it kind of like a around town pre-runner type thing. You know what I mean?
Well, I wouldn't go pre-runner with it.
I would.
If it's 2-wheel drive, that means it's getting lowered and it's gonna go fast.
I just want to be able to drive over bumpy things fast with it. And I'll be honest, I don't do a lot of off-roading, so it's mostly going to be roundabouts and curbs. Yeah.
Dude, speaking of roundabouts, dude, there is a roundabout that I drive through every single day. I don't know if I've talked about this before, but they've got like this dirt hill, okay, where they try to like plant grass, and then they've got this like rock structure thing at the top of it to make
Is
it
it the
look
double
cool.
roundabout at the entrance of the freeway, or getting off the freeway?
No, before
No.
that, it's on
Right.
Freya. So
Where the golf
more
course.
south. Yes,
Yes.
dude. I don't know if it's like one guy or like a group of people, but dude, every time they clean it up, another guy just drives up that dude and just like 2-wheel drive, just and dirt everywhere, dude. Every single week, like I want to sit there and camp out and just see who does this, and like not even like tell them to stop, even though it's so funny because it's like I don't care, but I kind of care.
Yeah.
I kind of care a little bit. Like, I would tell him, like, hey, you should stop doing that. It's kind of a dick move. But do that one more time, because it looked like you almost caught a little air there. I mean, dude,
It's true.
every time, like, you just see the tire marks. And it looks like it could be like a 4-wheeler or like a UTV or something. But it's just like, I honestly think it's one guy. He's like, they cleaned it up again. Watch this. Just like, what's all they have to do is put more rocks. Like that would solve it. Like a couple more rocks. That would solve the whole thing.
The one thing that would like crack me up on it is if you like you sit there and it cleans up, right?
Yeah.
And you see this like, I don't know, like S10 roll by, and you're like, man, I bet you that looks like the kind of piece of shit truck that would do it. And it leaves, and then it comes back with a trailer with another vehicle on it, parks, takes the truck off the trailer, just arrived, gets back on the trailer and tows it away. You're like, this guy's committed.
Yeah. It's the funniest thing. Like, again, I'm torn because I'm like, I want my drive home to be nice. Like I want to just see nice things. But there's this one guy. He's just like, I hate everything. I hate landscaping. I hate roundabouts. I'm just driving straight over.
I think you should almost create an Instagram account for that roundabout.
Yeah. South Freya Street roundabout.
Check in daily.
Check in.
He's
Some
been back.
assholes at it again. Judging by the wheelbase, it's a freaking Honda Civic. front wheel drive.
Okay, now that reminds me of
Yeah.
2 more things.
Okay.
There's, I don't know if it was in Spokane or not, but it's that that notoriously low bridge that like it has a sign and so many people get caught on. Is that in Spokane? Is that somewhere?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I used to live by that.
And I think that one actually has its own Facebook account or its own Instagram account, so you can check in, and they just post all the accidents that happen there.
Yeah. Oh, it happens all the time, dude. There's been times where I'm like, when I used to, because it's by like Latah,
Mhm.
so like when we used to live up on the hill there, I would take that way, like down to go to work,
Mhm.
and I turn the corner, there's a freaking box truck stuck under the bridge again. And then I'm like, oh, God darn it, I gotta turn around, go all the way around. Yeah,
So
that happens all the time.
If I gave a shit about Instagram back in the day, I would have done this because there was a in the old fraternity house there was a phantom pooper. One of our guys would get just loaded and just poop somewhere. Okay. Right. I wanted to like document. He's at it again. Sometime between 2 a.m. and 4:45 a.m. because I took this picture at 4:46. Someone pooped next to Alex's room. It wasn't Alex. He's home.
Like,
Who pooped next to Alex's room? Appears to be rather firm. Good body.
he's got good fiber.
Yeah, good fiber. No toilet paper found. I give it an 8 out of 10 for form and a 10 out of 10 for shape.
Keep an eye out for a guy that's possibly chafing at this point, walking away from the scene or running.
I found half a footprint of an Air Force One. Okay, can anybody?
Or it looks like possibly a croc.
Yeah. And like a few weeks later,
Yeah.
it happened again, but this time I found the footprint of an Adidas Samba. So evidently, either this is a stoner or he plays indoor soccer. We gotta find him, okay, guys? We gotta find him. Phantom pooper. He'd poop in the shower. He'd
Just-
poop in the hallway. He'd
To this
fucking-
day, you have no idea.
I'm pretty sure I know who it is. I'm not gonna bust him out on the podcast 'cause I know he doesn't listen, but it's not something like what. I know who it is.
Okay.
It wasn't me, okay, but it was.
You're like, ha.
But he'd be like, because the big drinking nights were Thursday nights. Obviously, Thursdays when you're in college, and you can get up Friday morning to go like take a quick shower before you like roll into class or something like that. It'd be a fucking turd right in the shit.
What do you do with it at that point?
Pledge. I need a pledge. You go find one of them, some 18-year-old pledge that's passed out on the couch
Like,
downstairs.
listen, you got a job. this
Yeah,
morning.
wake him up, grab him by his belt, pull him upstairs. Hey, clean that shit up.
Oh God.
Anyhow, good times.
Yeah. So what's probably like in your mind, in your eyes, what is the dumbest thing you've ever done with a diesel truck that you're embarrassed to say?
I've got a couple, but I there's a couple of dumb things that I'm ashamed that I didn't know sooner.
Yeah.
One of them, man, I hate the fact that this is.
Oh, I got one that I'm going to say that I hate the fact that I'm even going to say it, but I'm going to say it.
I hate the fact
I'm
that
going to say it for you people out there listening.
And I'll preface that with this is part of the reason why I have no problem explaining this to people, because I have no idea how I got that far in my diesel career without knowing that.
Oh,
You know? Like,
okay.
I mean, it's not that bad, but it's like I should have known it by then.
I
Or
probably
I
already
should
know
have
about
picked it
this.
up by then. Well, it's the
The
rods and split shot injectors.
Oh,
I understood that there were single shot injectors and split shot injectors. We're talking about 7.3s, and for some reason, I just the thing that the OBS trucks were all single shot, and the Super Duties were all split shot.
Yeah.
It just for some reason didn't click until I've been working here for maybe like a year.
really?
Yeah,
Wow, I didn't know that.
like I knew of them, I knew about them. Like I obviously I faked it till I made it, you know, right? Because I didn't sell anybody the wrong injectors,
Right.
But at the same time, I was like, it never like ping. I was like, oh yeah, well, all the 94, 97s have single shot, duh.
Yeah.
And
Well, it's not that bad.
and then the other ones, the connecting rods,
That's still not that bad.
Well, no, it's the how I thought I was going to fix them.
Yeah.
Because so
Okay, continue.
yeah, so we had an episode way back. I think it was called like Learn from My Fail. I'll try and find the number of it and put it in the notes here. So I knew that the later 7.3s had rod issues. They were always someone always told them to me as rod issues. You got to do rods on those. Check rods. And again, super embarrassing. Okay, I am not an engine builder by trade.
I remember this.
Yeah, I know lots of things. I did zero like auto mechanics school or anything. Everything I've learned from auto mechanics stuff has all been absorbing information on my own, learning from other people, putting my hands on it, whatever. So there's a lot of like holes in my knowledge that you'd think were there, but it's just because I haven't had a reason to learn it yet, or it hasn't come up.
Yeah.
So I don't know everything, but the stuff I do know, I tend to dive really deep into
Sure.
and get really as educated as possible because I assume that there's probably stuff I don't know.
Yeah.
So this is one of those cases where I didn't know that I just didn't know, and I was an idiot.
Yeah.
But rods, and going through our website, everybody told me too, like, oh, if you do that, you have to do rods on that. It was when I bought my 03 Excursion. You have to do rods. And I'm thinking to myself, rods. Okay, so I start going through our website, engine components, and there's push rods. So in my head, oh, push rods. That's easy. I'll just do those when I do the injectors.
Yeah.
And I would even say that. Like, I don't think I ever told anybody on the phone, but like it would come up in conversation here. They're like, oh, you gotta do like Ash would say, you're gonna do rods on that? I'm like, yeah, I'll just do them when I do the injectors. And either Ash was like, wow, he's gonna do a bottom end, he's gonna pull the engine. That's badass.
Yeah, dude, getting deep.
Or he's sitting there like, God, what an idiot.
Yeah.
Or like, does he know?
Well, okay, let's back up for a second because I think it's weird that they call connecting rods and then have push rods.
Mm-hmm.
Like to me, push rod, it's like a rod, like a
Mm-hmm.
pole,
Yeah.
But a connecting rod looks nothing like a rod.
You can I would almost
what I'm saying?
connecting beam, if you will, or
Yeah.
some, I don't know.
I feel like that name should change, but it's not going to because it's been
not.
like that for the
Absolutely not.
entire
Yeah.
life.
There's been push rod V8s. And
I'm
connecting
just
rods.
trying to. I'm
You're trying to help
I'm
me out
trying to
here.
make you feel better.
No, I was an idiot, absolute moron,
Yeah.
idiot, right? And it wasn't until like I just started diving deeper into stuff and I actually learned about it. I think I read another blog post or forum post or something like that. I was like, they're talking about connecting rods, not push rods. My God, I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
I am. Like, if I were a go home and cry type of person, I was gonna go home and cry. Like, I can't believe that I got this far.
Yeah.
Like, what a moron! I
Yeah.
can't believe you.
Hey,
What?
it's all right.
So this is actually one that happened to me last night.
Mm.
Okay, not diesel related though.
Mm.
Okay, I'm gonna paint a little picture for you. It's gonna be kind of weird, but follow me through it. Okay, so I got a 4.5-year-old son. If any of you had 4.5-year-old sons, or you for some reason you remember being 4.5, you realize that your homeboy downstairs between your legs is basically a plaything.
Yeah.
And it's like, and you have no idea, like what's right and wrong because someone's told you that before, but you're still trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
And so my little dude, he's 4.5. He's precocious little dude, and he'll like. It's funny because like he'll like put his hand in his pants and I try and like tuck it down because it gets a random little stiffy or something like that. And I'll be like, Ricky, get your hand out of your pants. He's like, I'm trying to push it down. Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
I got it. Man. Push it down. Get your hands out. Like don't sit there and like, be somewhere like hand in, like shuffling around. Like no, hey.
Yeah.
Like, but I get it. Like you're a kid. Okay, you haven't quite figured that out yet. But there'll be times where I'm like laying on the couch, or not laying on the couch, like sitting on the couch feeding my little baby girl.
Mm-hmm.
Like watching something on TV, watching number blocks or something. I'll look over, and he's like laying there, like pants down, watching the TV, just like, just like slapping it around, right? And he's learning, right?
Right.
And I'm like, hey,
Yeah.
Ricky, you can't do that, man. Like, put that thing away.
Yeah.
So what I'm getting at here is a name for a dick. Okay.
Okay.
Tallywhacker.
Okay.
For some reason, I knew Dick was Tallywhacker. I knew Tallywhacker was Dick. But it's sometimes where you don't actually think about why something's called Tallywhacker. Because, like, when you use it, you mark a tally, and you whack it, it's Dick.
You mark a tally?
Yeah, like a notch on the bedpost. Tallywhacker.
Oh. Okay.
If that's not right, I don't know what is, but that's the only thing I could think of last night. Because for some reason, I said, like, hey, man, quit messing with your tallywhacker. And I was like, man, where the hell did that come from? So I'm just sitting there
Did you
thinking.
Google it?
No, I just
Oh.
like think, and I'm not trying to put myself up like I'm a smart guy because I'm not. But I'm just sitting there thinking about it. I'm like, tallywhacker. Well, tally like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, tallywhacker. A notch on the old belt. Notch on the bedpost.
Okay.
Tallywhacker.
Possibly.
Because you knocking down chicks, you mark a tally.
With
With your whacker.
With your whacker. Okay.
I don't
Fair
know.
enough.
Should we Google this right now and see where it comes from?
You Google it while I tell you mine.
Okay.
So this is the very, 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 very first time that I ever replaced injectors on a common rail Cummins. I put like 2 or 3 of them in backwards. The very first time. So everybody knows they sit in kind of sideways, and there's a port where the connector tube connects to.
Mhm.
It's called a connector tube. I had them reversed, so that hole for the connector tube was on the exhaust side of the engine, on like 3 of them, and I put them all in there. Thought I did a great job. It was my first time doing them, and fired the truck up, and the truck was running like pure shit.
I bet.
Yeah, I don't even remember if it even fired up or not, but I'm like, what's going on? Like, this is ridiculous. And then the guy I was working with he's like, pop some of those injectors out. And I pulled them out. I'm like, oh my God, I'm such an idiot. That's probably one of the most embarrassing things I've ever done.
Okay,
You got it?
I did. So I think I may have been right, but also there's people seem to go into a lot more depth than I did on it. So this is a submission on something for the
Wikipedia?
definition of tallywhacker in 1998.
Urban Dictionary.
No, it's
Okay.
Word Wizard.
Okay.
Let's see. What is the origin of tallywhacker? I assume the first half is from the Latin word talia, T-A-L-E-A, for twig, and subsequent 15th century English tally, which was a stick with notches used to document transactions.
Okay. Kind of.
So something to keep track with.
Yeah.
Do I use my third leg to mark things? Absolutely not.
No. Yeah. Ouch.
Yeah.
Anyways. Yeah. So that's what I got. That's my embarrassing.
Really?
F
That's
up.
it?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I've done some stupid things, but I wouldn't necessarily say it's embarrassing. That's probably the most embarrassing thing I ever did.
Here's one that I was gonna do on my first 7.3 and realized that you can't actually do it on there, but I looked into it extensively and then started. That's when a first light switch went off and was like, this isn't good. It was a smoke switch. On the, you remember those?
Yeah.
At least on the 7.3s.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you could basically. This is like early 7.3. Like if you look at forums posts for smoke switches on 7.3s, it's all like 99, 01, 02, 03, 04, 05, and basically dropped off after that.
Yeah.
But you'd basically wire in a switch to change the amount of pulse width in the injectors.
Yeah.
And it's not. It's you think, oh, pulse width tuning. Yeah, it's a tuner. Like no, you basically just you have a dial and like, how much do I want the injectors to hang open?
Yeah.
So even at idle, so there's like,
Yeah.
and then so I was like, man, I wanted to put a smoke switch on the OBS. Well, you can't do it on OBS. And I started looking at like what it was actually doing. I was like, well, you're gonna want to open the PCM, do this, and you want to do that. Like,
Whoa.
and
Whoa.
and all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, wait a minute. And then you start thinking about what's it doing, and then some of the old timers chime in on some of the forum posts, and like, you guys realize like this, you're basically just telling your injectors to hang open.
Yeah.
For a long time, you're gonna wash the cylinder.
Yeah.
It's not good. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself like, that isn't good.
Yeah.
You know what? You know what I realized? And this is where I got in my head. I'm like, and maybe this was a spark for diesel performance. I don't know. I was like, you know what? If you're gonna have smoke, you gotta earn it.
Yeah.
You gotta make power.
Yeah.
You can't be sitting there making the truck smoke for no damn reason.
Right.
You gotta, how am I gonna make smoke? I'm making enough power to make smoke.
That's right.
Yeah. So that was douchebag Ben.
Okay.
maybe I win the douchebag freaking
Smoke
award for
switches,
this one.
yeah.
Smoke switches are pretty stupid.
That's pretty stupid. That's
I
pretty stupid.
I remember we did mess around with the idea of people called in trying to get more smoke out of their trucks. I always wanted to. This is when we still had the do-it-yourself bumper on the website.
Yeah.
I wanted to make one that's called. It was called the "Smoke 'em if you got 'em," and it was a roll of electrical tape in a Walmart plastic bag
Yeah.
to go over your air filter.
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah, smoke 'em if you got 'em, man. Ba-doo, smoke switch. Any truck works on any truck. You want more
Universal.
smoke?
Yeah.
More smoke. It did not get approved.
No. Because someone would actually buy that. 100%.
That's because someone bought the plans for the bumper. You remember that?
No way. Did they really?
Yeah. I think I remember getting that. Someone like responded to it and said they bought it, and we looked in and they bought it, and we refunded them. We had a little story time here, and we're getting towards the end of the episode here, but we had a lot of funny things on the website for a while. This is before my time, but they were still on there by the time I got here.
Yeah.
And it kind of got to the point where like things started taking off, and we kind of forgot they were on there because
Yeah,
they were
this is
kinda
what happens
jokes.
when a bunch of diesel dudes have control of a back end of a website.
Yeah, we had something on there called a DIY,
Bumper.
build your own bumper, and it was basically like how to like bolt a log to the front of your truck.
Yeah. Like a 2x6 or something.
Yeah.
Like it was.
Like someone basically like took a 2 megapixel iPhone picture or like a flip phone picture of a cocktail napkin of how to bolt.
Yeah.
And it had no parts with it. It was just we had it on there as a joke, and somebody bought it and got pissed. And we're like, oh hey, whoa. This DIY bumper plans are shit. and we're like,
Yeah.
hey, what did you like? We thought you knew it was a joke,
Yeah.
kind of like a buy a beer for the kitchen type thing.
Right.
No, like, oh, I'll go ahead and refund you right now,
Yeah.
just so you know, like that's how to bolt a log to the front of your truck. It's not like
It's
you
not like an
shouldn't
actual
want
bumper.
to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We for a while when we sold, because we used to sell like de-stroked parts for
Oh, I remember this.
dude. I remember. I think I might have gotten this phone call, or it was like an email or something. But we had this. I think we actually still have it to this day. Fix your 6-liter.
Mhm.
Which, by the way,
The
that
section.
little that section, I made that picture with the wrenches and everything. Like I
Nice.
made that, and it's still there.
Photoshop. Wizard.
That was like paint, but I did it. But I put Cummins conversion parts in the fix your 6-liter section, thinking like this is actually a fix.
Yeah.
Like I was serious about it. Well, this one guy did not find it funny at all. And like I can't remember if he emailed or called. It was so long ago. But I remember I'm like, this guy's actually pissed off.
I
that there's
remember.
a Cummins conversion parts in the fix your 6-liter.
I remember you dealing with or speaking to someone about that when we were in the old building.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't remember the conversation. I don't remember if it was email, call, or what, but I remember that going down. I'm just like, really, guy? Like, is it not a fix?
Yeah.
To get rid of the engine altogether? I mean, hello.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And then I think we joked around also of having a for sale sign.
Yeah. Fix your 6-liter.
Fix your
Sell it.
6-liter. You know,
Sell it.
for sale sign. Free.
Yeah.
69 cents.
Seriously.
Well, folks, that's going to about wrap this one up. We greatly appreciate you tuning in. For all you new listeners, make sure and check us out. We got new episodes dropping every Thursday. And that's it. I love
That's
you
it.
all.
I
Goodbye.
lost.
Tyler
Bye.
lost. He's a diesel douchebag. There you go.
Darn
You
it.
heard it from here first. Bye.
Yeah.